I know in one quick write-off.
Oh, what's his dad's name?
My brain stopped.
Hanma? It's Hanma?
That's their last name.
Is that that's their last name? Ah, dang it.
My brain stopped. I should know this.
Anyway, Papa Hanma. That's definitely something he would do.
Yeah, he wouldn't care. He'll just heckin'...
What's his whole point? Is he just, like, wants to be the strongest thing in the world?
He
like,
was...
I know I could, like, always watch the series, but I've always been kind of, like, on Baki, but that's just me. Don't worry about it.
You know, you get the...
You get the crackle.
It's not necessarily that he wanted to be the strongest. Like, he was always trying to be stronger, but he never, like... He wasn't like some friggin' shonen protagonist or antagonist or whatever. They're just like,
that's what I
they're
mean.
just living their life. I'm training everything and training. Oh, I gotta be stronger. He has attempted to be stronger and to better himself in that way, but he was kind of simultaneously born with this natural, like, not a natural strength, but also this natural, like, almost demonic nature that just pushed him to be stronger.
I think there's a whole thing with, like, Baki's mom where there's, like, she ends up dying because she protects Baki because, like, Baki was too weak for Papa Hanma's liking, so there's that whole thing. I was just wondering if it was like does he just want to be the strongest kind of thing, or is there just like I'm strong, Kaioh?
Kind of an in-between, I think. One of the big things right now, or one of the big problems when it came up to the final confrontation between Baki and his father, was that his father was actually so strong that he is bored. Where am I going from here?
Oh, you already got the one at the bottom, so you're going up.
Yeah, so I need to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so strong that he is quite bored. It's the idea of, like, reaching the top of a mountain and looking out and all you see is, like, there's nothing else above you.
Yeah.
Or even on the same level. Everything's just off in the distance down there below you. No, you guys are weak to fire.
Isn't that why he wants to keep Baki getting stronger?
Yeah, that
so
is actually one reason why he was pushing Baki so much, because he was like, the only person who could ever give me a challenge is someone from the Hanma bloodline.
Yeah, because he has like several kids.
2.
I thought he had more.
2 that I can immediately think of.
Oh, you're like, Zara is the only one who can do anything.
Yeah, we're in real good shape right now.
Gonna have to sober and slap somebody.
Hey, can you, like, stop attacking Zara?
Okay, and Dorothy's unparalyzed. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got lucky there, because technically, I don't know if it's carried over to the remakes, but I definitely remember it happening in the original one. If your entire party is paralyzed, it counts as a game over.
Which is frustrating, because it will wear off on its own over time.
Yeah,
if you can just live long enough.
That's why I'm kind of like, does this change in the remakes? I thought he had more kids. I know there's like, Baki has a half-brother.
Well, that's, crap, I can't remember his name.
Starts with a J. I can tell you that much. I think there's a J involved.
But I know Baki and the brother you often see referred to as Baki's brother. They do not share the same mother.
God, I love this really old.
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah.
Like, his art has changed so much. I mean, I guess that's how it goes with any long-running series.
Well, yeah, it's like, look at Toriyama, like the beginning of Dragon Ball to the end of Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
let's see. There's Baki, Hanma, Yujiro. Hanma. Yeah. Yujiro. Nicknamed Ogre. And often called the strongest creature on Earth. Jack. See,
Jack.
I thought it was... I knew it was started with a J. I was gonna say Jack, then I thought, like, no, it can't be that obviously plain a stupid name. But then, no, it was Jack.
Yeah, it's Jack. Because I think his mother was... I think his mother was an American. Don't quote me on that, though.
Yes, he has been fighting on battlefields using only his bare hands since the age of 16 when he fought against both America and Viet Cong forces in Vietnam. That's an asshole who shows up on a battlefield and just kicks everyone's ass because...
Yeah. There was a side story about that, really, where he wasn't, like, deployed or anything. There's just, like, a war going on, and he just kind of walks by, knocks half the people out, saving some of these refugees, and then moves on with his life.
You know, the worst part of, like, listening to history stuff is like, you've never heard the show. It's called, QI. It's a British show that's supposed to, like, you're stunned for the turn.
Yeah, I'm just debating what I want to do.
It goes over little factoids and everything. The current host is very nice. She's a very nice lady. Stephen Fry used to host the original one. Used to host it originally, then he moved on, and then, like, this new lady's hosting it. She's really fucking funny. And at one point they bring up, like, American names, and they, like, make fun of, like, American names as, like, just an overall kind of thing. Because it's...
Morph.
It turns you into a party member. Because we're a hodgepodge of, like...
Is there something up there?
Let me check.
I think there was.
Yes, there is. Because we have the hodgepodge of different names and everything, because, you know, we're culturally just, like... Like, people say the melting pot. I've heard the salad one is a lot better.
Salad bowl.
The salad bowl.
Yeah,
And,
because all the individual...
yeah, the individual
cultures
pieces
are still the same.
Yeah, it's mixed together, but seen... Whereas, like, the melting pot is, like, just... We got cheeses all over the world, and in the end, it's just cheese. But they make fun of, like, all the American names, and it's just like, well, I don't want to hear this from Sir Reginald Nigel of Thornbury, the Earl of Sandwich, for whatever reason. And then you hear, like, names in the past from America, and you go like, God damn it, the British were right. We do have fucking silly names. Because I just came across one character in this.
Stunned.
In Baki, and his name is Jerry Stridham. And I think it's like, it's not even like a Jerry with a J.
Oh, yeah, Stridham, that's...
And I'm just like, God damn it. It's like, of course he's an American.
Yeah,
Apparently
so
a
there
friend of
were...
Yujiro.
Yeah, a couple things that I was thinking of. There was one really quick side story where... some like real high-ranking MMA guy decided like he was gonna go challenge Baki, and this was.
I'm assuming this goes poorly for him.
Yeah, it does, especially given that this was after the Baki Yujiro fight, so Baki was like friggin' untouchable at this point. And the fight ends with Baki. It ends with one punch from Baki, but he hits him in the chin, but, like, the slightest graze along the bottom of his chin, like, not even making real contact.
Kind of like a whoosh.
Like, the bottom, like, whoosh. And it was just enough to send a reverberation around, like, through his head into his skull, and rattled his brain, which just made him pass out. So it's just like one hit, just whoop and down.
Not even a hit.
Yeah, didn't really even hit him. Oh, I'm hurting.
Just going through the character list for Grappler Baki, which I'm assuming is one of the follow-ups.
I think Grappler was one of the earlier ones.
It might have been. Yeah.
I mean, once you start mentioning some characters, I may be able to...
Well, here's the thing. The one character they just have here is the character, 1st Airborne Brigade. This is the 1st Airborne Brigade of the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force. That's a character. An elite team of 5 men able to defeat over 50 cars and tanks without firearms.
Okay, that does not do good damage.
I remember that from one of the older animes. He had to go into the forest to prepare, and this is the team he encountered.
Yeah, that was one of the early ones.
Yeah,
I know.
Really one of the early ones.
Oh, that's where he fought Gaia, I think.
Gaia is literally the next character. Gaia
Yeah.
Nomura.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the earlier ones. That was... I haven't actually
Grappler
personally
Baki.
read those chapters. I've just read summaries of them. I don't think I started reading myself until... Probably until, I think the arc before Biscuit Olivia.
There's Dr. John.
My brain stopped. What am I doing again?
You're fighting.
Right, gotta fight!
Swoosh.
It's gonna
Unless you're gonna heal.
You know, if I get the chance. Yay. Omni heal.
So, you remember full heal?
Yup.
You know multi-heal?
Yup.
You slap those two together, you get Omni Heal.
Oh, holy crap, that's a lot of
It
MP.
costs a lot of MP, but everyone goes from 1 to full, no matter what.
Oh
so.
my goodness, that is 1832. That's literally double the cost of just full healing everybody in the party.
Yep. But you do it.
I mean, that's your emergency button.
My favorite part is the older names for them, because multi-heal used to be called Heal Us, and full heal used to be Heal All. So do you know what they called Omni Heal? Heal Us All.
I only have one. I think this is where I kept getting confused about the Frizz and Sizz was looking at Tofu's spell list, which is just Frizz and then 3 Sizzes.
Yeah, it's weird that you don't get any further single targets.
I mean, I don't know why I'm gonna bother. That's gonna kill him.
Wait, Biscuit was an assassin? I thought he was just like a guy that got imprisoned.
I mean, there's a reason he was imprisoned.
Well, I figured it was because he murdered somebody. You don't really get to prison and all that stuff for what he is. Also, he's a special jailer.
Also, he kind of just...
Isn't he like the weird warden of the whole thing?
He effectively runs the prison. Like, he's a quote-unquote prisoner there, but...
But it's like they can't keep him there.
Yeah, his nickname is the Unchained.
Yeah, Biscuit Unchained Olivia.
Yeah, and that is because they've all...
Olivia?
Even the wardens and everything kind of understand that he just lives here, we're not containing him.
Yeah.
Like, he can leave whenever he wants to. And that's not necessarily even, like, oh, he could, like, beat up the guards or anything. It's like, no, he could just, like, literally walk through the wall and leave. Like, prison is not doing anything to contain him.
I mean, let's be honest, he's the only black guy in prison that the guards are nice to.
Oh, Zara, what in the world are you doing? Yeah,
His trademark is his punch, which can go through his opponent's heart.
I don't think I've seen that, but maybe that happened in one of the earlier arcs.
Is brought in by the U.S. government to track down and capture the escaped convicts in the Search for Our Strongest Hero.
Oh yeah, that was
series.
in the Escape Convict arc. I haven't personally read that one. That was before I started.
He has just defeated, quotation marks, Che Guevara in the Arizona prison and was recently defeated by Baki in a brute force showdown.
Oh, yeah, he was also in that prison.
Yeah.
He was the number 2 in that prison. So, like, the guards
Che Guevara?
Yeah, so the guards kind of left him alone, too. I guess I'll heal you.
He has a wife, isn't he? Is he the one that has the...
Olivia does.
Yeah, Biscuit,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That was one of those ones that, like, he keeps training to get stronger so he can hold her, even though she has, like, some condition that unfortunately makes her way overweight than she needs to be.
Yeah, she actually used to be a model.
And she's, like, trying to constantly get him to go away and find someone else and he's just like, nah, babe, I just love you.
Yeah, like, she used to be a model, but it was some health condition or something that just made her keep gaining weight. And now she's, like, she can't move. She lives in a bed. She weighs too much. And Olivia still just loves her to death. And half the reason he gained that strength was so he could carry her around and pick her up because he loves her.
Yeah, and so many chodes online don't get, like, why that whole thing is like, you guys just don't get love, do you? There's a whole bunch of Kaiohs in here all of a sudden.
They all come from a
I'm
school.
assuming the line of some sort.
Yeah, they're not related. It's a school.
Because there's Kaioh Ryu, Kaioh Kaku, Kaioh Jaku, Kaioh Han, Kaioh Ri, Kaioh Samwan, Kaioh Yu, Kaioh Ju, Kaioh Sun, Kaioh Chin, Kaioh Mu. It's like a whole bunch of, like...
I'm surprised you didn't hear Kaioh Retsu.
Unless they were up here really earlier.
I mean, he's one of the main characters.
Oh, he's one of the main characters? Yeah, then he's in like, the separate main character
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's, there was kind of a tournament, I think, where the school went and challenged, so there was, like, a big tournament. And so everyone... Like, that's not their...
Kaioh Retsu.
Yeah, that's not their family name, or I guess it's kind of a found family, if you want to say it that way. But it's their school name.
Yeah. I'm assuming it stands for Sea King, because they all just kept saying, a Sea King, a Sea King.
I guess.
Because, I mean, O means king. I guess Kai can mean sea.
Yeah, Retsu, though. Everybody loved Retsu.
Best
And it was
waifu,
the worst thing. Best waifu Retsu.
Yep.
It was like the worst thing when he actually died.
Wait, Retsu dies?
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's also then where a fan started writing an isekai. So after Retsu died, he just got isekai'd to this other world where he can effectively live out and use his martial arts to just kind of walk on everybody in this world. So it just gives you some solace to know that, like, yeah, he died, but he's still out there.
He died.
He's still out there fighting.
He died and isekai'd into Dragon Ball as Yamcha.
Which, admittedly, is still impressive. So there is something in this little passage to the right here, but it's a mimic, so we're not going that way.
I mean, you're still top 10.
Yeah, that's... Like, yeah, it doesn't hold a candle to someone like friggin' Goku, but... How many people are there on the planet?
Oh,
He's still, like, miles above the one next below him.
Oh, he fought Musashi. Yeah, that explains.
Yep, heckin' died.
Yep, his internal organs and spine were sliced open, resulting in his death.
He was effectively cut completely in half
Yeah.
horizontally.
I'm surprised he killed a main character like that.
That's the thing with Baki, is they got some good medicine. They got this doctor in that'll friggin' patch anybody up, but these guys are actually fighting to effectively the death.
I do remember it was like the old OVA one that they had the underground tournament where like his opponent at the end of the tournament, like his favorite move was literally just to sink his fingers into your neck and pull on the nerves that connected your eyes to everything, so he could like snap the nerves there and effectively blind you.
Yeah.
Like he does that to Baki, and like Baki ends up still winning. He like loses the eyesight in one eye, and like the doctors afterwards like, don't do that again. I don't think I can fix that. And he's just like perfectly eyesight now.
Yeah, that was actually a whole other... Like, that character isn't just like a nobody. There was a whole arc about finding that guy who was a fighter, as originally, like... So you see him, he's like heckin' buff.
Oh, Maria, that's her name. I like this one set of characters in here for the Baki Hanma characters. There's just a set of characters called Mouth, Lips, Teeth, and Tongue. Identical triplets.
Oh yeah, those guys. That was in the,
Who have a knack for
prison arc.
finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah, that was in the prison arc.
Yeah.
They actually, brought them in. They were special...
They were supposed to fight Ian McGregor to stop his boxing career from popping off again.
Yeah, they're effectively special wardens that were sent in to put a stop to him, and then the Che Guevara came in and beat the crap out of him.
So, yeah, they got stopped by someone named June. June urinated on Tongue, who unleashed much profanity before being beaten by Guevara. With a core member defeated, Lips and Teeth knew they could not win and retreated, to which Guevara casually said, as usual, the Tongue was the only one who got dirty. There's Pickle. I thought Pickle was in, like, earlier ones.
Oh no, Pickle was super late. In fact, it was... Was it the Pickle arc that happened before the prison arc or after the prison arc?
I'm assuming it has to be after, because he's underneath Maria. And Maria's the prison arc stuff.
Because I could have sworn the prison arc was when Baki said, okay, you know what, I'm fighting Yujiro, and Olivia is literally the only person in my way. Like, to show that I can confront Yujiro. So I thought Pickle happened before that.
Got a whole thing for Yujiro's mother. Yujiro's mother and Baki and Jack's grandmother. Her face is never seen and her name is unknown. Apparently Yujiro was her first and last child, after which she apparently went into a monastery. She has great feelings of shame, fear, and disgust for her monstrosity offspring and is unaware of the existence of Jack and Baki.
It was literally, like, right after Yujiro was born that she was like, this is a demon. I have birthed an actual demon.
I've unleashed a demon unto the world. I need to go repent. What was your favorite episode of Naka's series in Dragon Quest III? I like the episode where they talk about Baki for a long time.
Well, like, I'm playing Dragon Quest, but, like, you don't have anything to do, so you're just on the Baki wiki.
I just had to look up, like, Jack and Yujiro's names, because I was just like, what are... I know one's just Jack. There's one guy's named Jack, that's all it is. But I didn't know if it was like, is his name actually Jack, or something else? And I was just like, I have to find this. It's gonna drive me absolutely nutty. And then you just find out his name's Jack.
Yeah, so the deal with Jack is he was actually born really, like, small and weak. Like, no matter, like, super brittle bones, everything. Like, he tried to live up to his father's legacy and be like, okay, I'm gonna try to, like, get strong. And literally all he did was, like, hurt himself.
Yeah.
His body could not do it. So, a doctor found him and was like, I like your gumption, kid. Wanna try some experiments? And so this doctor did a lot of, like, bone strengthening and bone lengthening like, operations on him. Gave him all kind of drugs and everything to, like...
Turns out all he needed was a glass of milk. Who knew?
Yeah. Yay! Maze 37!
One more level unless she learns it now.
Please learn it now. Dang it, one more level.
One more level. That's fine. We haven't seen any liquid metal slimes. I think they're on the higher levels.
So, like...
Yeah, bunch of experiments, all that stuff.
Yeah, so he did that to... Oh, am I leaving?
Yeah, you're done. This
Heck
is
yeah.
the last level. You still gotta fight stuff, but you're done. Wasn't there a whole thing like Jack's not as strong as Baki?
I mean, it's Baki. Nobody is except you.
Well, I get that, but...
But it has always been a thing that Jack wants to live up to Yujiro's legacy. And because of that, he views... You're going to wake you up.
Kerplunk dance.
So due to that, he does view Baki as like a very large rival. Generally doesn't get along with him. And I suppose they also have conflicting ideologies. Because Baki is absolutely working on himself. Whereas Jack is... Yeah, he is working on himself, but also he's very much on the operations, the drugs. Pretty much every time you see him, he's got just like a fistful of pills he's downing.
Who, I'm assuming it's Retsu, because I think I remember what his character looked like. Who's the one who gets the meme joke where he, like, loses a leg, and he's in the hospital bed, and, like, that's the reveal panel, it's like he's lost a lower leg, but everyone makes the joke that he literally just lost his lower body, because that's how the fights go in Baki.
Oh, yeah, that was Retsu.
Yeah, I figured it was him. I was like, I think that's Retsu. For some odd reason, I feel like Jack would be the funny one. But it's definitely like he loses like one of his legs, and like that's the reveal panel. But like everyone's memed it to the point where it's like he just loses his entire lower body, and he's just left as a head.
I would not have been surprised if that
honestly.
No, I would not have been surprised if that didn't actually happen, but if it was an actual panel.
Honestly, I would buy it. I'm honest to God, if I didn't know if it was like, I figured at some point, it's like, this has to be a meme. There's no way. But at the same time, for what I know of Baki, it feels like there's a possibility.
Yes, I see that. Give me that zoom point.
The Necrogond Shrine.
This is very Dragon Quest 2. This whole area. Find a little sealed off area, gotta go through a cave dungeon to get to it. I like slimes.
They're called Slime Hills. I can show you a couple here in a moment. Also, there's a barrel right there.
There's a barrel.
It's a dragon scale. Like the shrine at Road?
Yeah.
That final one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey you're a guy.
Why do you guys live here?
Incredible!
Because we don't know Zoom.
Capable of making it so far. May this mystical orb serve to commemorate this momentous day.
Hey, why haven't the monsters just kind of walked in here and taken this from you?
Shrine. I mean, there was a church in that one place and it still got taken over, but I don't know.
Surely one such as you will be able to deliver us from the menace of the Archfiend. And surely, among the race of men, it will be you whom the Everbird obeys.
Okay, now I'm gonna walk outside of this door, and then a dozen monsters are just gonna go. Get him! Get the orbs!
Get the orb real quick. That would have been a hilarious if that had happened. That you got all the orb. Oh, there's a backyard.
Yeah, there's also a second exit. Does this go somewhere, or does it just leave?
It just leaves. It's just so you're not stuck in one area.
That is a weird little side exit when there's just that exit there.
Yeah.
There's a whole back. What's going on back here?
Ooh.
Nothing.
Go to the edge. See if the.
It's pretty, but
I was gonna say you can kind of see the Baramos' castle to the left there.
hey.
Kind of spooky and reminiscent of stuff. Things. But there's no exit on this side.
Nope, no exit on that
Why
side.
is there a princess here? That doesn't even make sense. It makes sense if it was like a Ra's mirror monster in the end, but she's just there to tell you about the Slime Hills.
She's the princess of the shrine.
I don't know, man. Some things.
Mimic.
A banishing bell. And a dragon tail whip.
I got one of them.
I shoved down the comment that's yelling there was a mini medal there, but...
We'll get him eventually.
Alright.
Alright, so at this point, what I want to do... And I wanted that zoom point because just looking at this map, it does not look like the exit is a zoom point.
It is not.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I wanted the shrine. So we can now come back here whenever we want. Cool. So the plan right now is mostly to grind May up.
Do you want to get the Everbird first?
No,
'Cause
I
it'll
want to
take-
focus. I want to focus on May.
It'll take you... we can go to a grind spot for it. There are 2 grind spots that you can go to.
Okay, where do you want me to go?
You gotta go down to the... what's that southern continent?
Australia?
No. The ice area right next to
down
it.
here?
Yeah, you gotta go back down there. The Shrine of the Everbird.
I don't want to go to the shrine though. I want to grind.
Well, we get this when we get access to the grind areas. They have liquid metal slimes, trust me.
trying to do as little as possible.
Okay, then fine. Do some grinding.
Oh, 58k.
If we go to the opening area, we can probably run to some metal slimes and cut that down by a lot.
Yeah, I was thinking like go back in, go to the the first floor or whatever.
And just whistle,
Yeah.
put your lips together and blow. Sorry, I was in your front door again.